That's right, we're talking about how to increase your finances. Hey there, Mama. Welcome to Mindful Mamas TV. This is the place to be to create a happier, healthier, and wealthier life for you and your kiddos. I'm your host, Molly Ann Luna, and I love helping mamas and future mamas to be learn how to create a more prosperous life. So in today's episode, I'll be sharing with you 6 tips to help you increase your finances. So jumping right in, tip number 1. Take a look at your relationship with money. Ask yourself, how do I feel about money? What am I thinking, doing, or saying about money? Mama, I need you to really make a decision within yourself and decide to see money as your BFF. I'm gonna ask you to do something weird. It's totally weird, but it totally works for our household, and that is to give your money a name. See your money as one of your best friends and be paying attention on how you are speaking about that person, if you will. In the Luna household, our money's name is called Clarence, and don't ask me why, I don't know. My husband just came up with that name, but it's been really fun to sit down and pay bills together at the beginning of the month and say, oh, Clarence, I'm so happy and grateful for the hot water that you've given us this month, and thank you for keeping the lights on, and thank you for taking me out for dinner last week. It actually makes having money and spending money a lot more fun, especially around the area of paying bills. Number 2, use your words. Use your words wisely, or mindfully, I should say. So be really aware of what it is you're saying about money. Now, this is the Mindful Mamas show after all, and as a former financial advisor who used to help people with their mutual funds and trade their brokerage accounts, I only saw money as inert matter here in the physical that I can't even explain it. But what I now know to be true after doing more inner work and recognizing that everything is tied back into our spirit, that we can't truly be wealthy or understand how to manage our finances if we don't recognize the spiritual work and the things that are going on in the background with money. So I want you to use your words and whatever it is that you believe, if you believe in God or the universe or the Holy Spirit or whatever you call this infinite source that you cannot articulate, but you know is there because you cannot deny there's this intelligence that is constantly moving us and guiding us throughout our days here in this physical reality. But I want you to ask for that infinite wisdom to come forward and to heal your relationship with money. Change your mindset around it, have the willingness to hold more gratitude for it, and then be using your words to speak life and love into that. Doing so will actually welcome more cash into your life. Number 3, you must have a vehicle. Now, if you are in a position where you are wanting to go from having $0 extra to say 10 grand, an extra 10 grand for the month, you have to be able to get from point A to point B. And how would you do that? Ideally, you would drive a vehicle. So what is a vehicle, Molly? Well, a vehicle can honestly be anything. It can be a digital product or a good or a service. It can be something that you can either sell to someone or a service that you can exchange to someone, or it could possibly be an opportunity to invest in something. Those, quite honestly, are the only 3 ways to truly earn money. Sell something, exchange your services, or to invest. So you have to have a vehicle to do that, right? When I worked back as a financial advisor, the vehicle that I helped people with was mutual funds. Now that I work as a business strategist and I help mamas and future mamas to be create digital empires, oftentimes those vehicles come in the form of an ebook or coaching services or an audio download or a PDF or something to that nature. So I want you to be taking a closer look at your life and your expertise and be asking yourself, what vehicle could I be driving to help welcome in more money? I love this analogy. I'd recently heard it, and maybe you've heard it before, but it's pretty new to me, and it's called the acronym for JOB. Do you know what it is? If you do, type it in the comments below. But the acronym for JOB is just over broke. You have to realize that if you're currently in a 9-to-5 gig, there is going to be a cap on the amount of hours that you can work and the amount of pay that you can get for that service that you're rendering to your company, right? So having a job just isn't enough. If you really want to increase your finances, you need to set up smart systems to be welcoming in multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. And ideally, that's going to be passive income, which we'll save that lesson for another day. But essentially, it just means that you're no longer exchanging your time for dollars, but you've set up a smart evergreen system that allows you to create it once and then sit back and collect more money. If that's something you're interested in, then of course I do teach that inside of the Mama Boss Business Blueprint, so you can always check it out there. Number 4, you must have an open channel. Now, I actually mean 2 things here. I mean a physical open channel, meaning there's gotta be a way that somebody can actually send money to you. And that could be a bank account, a checking account, that could be, there's so many amazing electronic funds transfers out there now, a PayPal account, Venmo, Squarespace, anything to that nature will work. But you must have an account that is open so that when somebody comes to you and says, oh, I'd really like to buy that product or that service, or I want to thank you so much for helping me, or I really believe in what it is you're doing and I would love to invest in you, you need to have a way, I would say multiple ways, but at least one way that people can come and give you money, a way for you to collect that money. Now, what I also mean is in the spiritual side of it, right? Having an open channel, being in a space energetically, opening yourself up to receiving, knowing that you have these amazing gifts and these qualities, and that you deserve amazing things, but you will only get back what it is that you're giving out into the world. So be of service in mind, body, and spirit for the world, and open yourself up energetically and physically. Be that open channel to receive more money. Step number 5, move, take the action you can take, and then rest. Okay, so here in Mindful Mamas TV, we are action takers. We are women who are driven and who will stop at nothing to create more prosperous lives for ourselves and for our kiddos. So we're not afraid to do the work. But Mama, I do want to invite you to absolutely take all the action you can take. Be changing your language, changing your mindset, giving your money a name, physically cleaning out your purse, taking out all of those gum wrappers or receipts or extra diapers or whatever you've got carrying around in that thing, and physically be opening up your purse to house additional money. If somebody was to just miraculously stop on the street today and stop you and say, I would love to hand you $1,000, where are you going to put it? You need to have a clean, safe space that you're open to receiving inside of your physical purse. But you also need to be open yourself. And so what I want you to do is take the action you can take, but then know and trust that this infinite wisdom that's working in the background, that I often refer to as God or the Holy Spirit or universe, infinite intelligence is orchestrating, and it's what you are seeking is also seeking you. So just know and trust that you're going to do all the work that you can do. You are going to set up that landing page. You're going to create those coaching services. You're going to create that video or that audio file series, or you're going to write that book, or you're going to create that product. And you're going to set up everything you can do in the physical, and then you're going to sit back, take a deep breath, and know and trust that you will be provided for. Easier said than done, I know. Step number 6. Now this one took me a lot of years to be okay with. And if I'm totally honest, there are still some times that it pops up now and again. But I really want to invite you to let go of scarcity. Do not be afraid to spend money. Do not be afraid to spend money. Money is not good or evil. It is only the thoughts and the stories that we attach to it. And money can quite literally be God in motion. And depending on where you stand with your beliefs, but for me, I believe that Ultimately, God is love. And so money is love in motion. When we go out for dinner, last night we went out for dinner, and when we tip the waiter, we are tipping the waiter with love and gratitude and appreciation for providing us with amazing service. When we're paying our cell phone bill or our electric bill, we are doing it in a space of love and gratitude. We're so happy and grateful we are able to wash those dishes and drink that clean water and take that hot shower and be able to stay up late and watch television on the couch or read a book at night because we had a lamp. Like, when we can hold space of love and gratitude, we know that that love and that money is circulating. It's circulating in motion, which essentially is God in motion. And so I don't want you to be afraid of it, because it's constantly, literally in this moment, even literally, it is getting printed at the money-making printing presses. I guess it's called a mint, maybe? I don't know. But it is an abundant resource. And so it's only your mindset that is allowing you to hold on so tightly to that dollar. Don't be afraid to go out and to exchange it from a place of love and from gratitude. Now, be warned, I'm not telling you to go out and be frivolous and just spend willy-nilly. No, be really mindful and be asking yourself, is this going to up-level my life? Is this going to improve my health? Is this going to improve my happiness, my overall energy? Is this going to be good for my personal growth and development? Oftentimes, too, when we talk about investing, we're talking about investing in you. So don't be afraid to do that. Okay, Mama? With that being said, I want to invite you to come join us over inside of the Mindful Mamas community. After all, that is the place where the best conversations happen. And I want you to tell me, which of these 6 steps are you going to take to help increase your finances? Also, be sure to click subscribe and the little bell at the top, because I love going live here on YouTube, and I want to make sure you never miss a live broadcast. If you are not yet a subscriber to Mindful Mamas TV, be sure to join our email list, because I share content and insights and tips and free gifts in there that I share nowhere else. So head over to Mindful Mamas TV and get on that email list. And then always remember, Mama, that you are a divine creative power, and you have the ability to tap back into that and to create a life and a business that excites you. So don't be afraid to go out there and to courageously bye. How do I turn this